It is March 14th, 2011, and this is the SC Center where you can actually hear me. What's up, guys? It is indeed the day after PAX East 2011 because I am insanely tired. We've already recorded this for a little while, didn't have my mic on. But we're back. We're going to bring it to you guys. What's up, Patrick? Chobo Peon Onu. How was your weekend, man?
It was alright. I spent it wishing I was at PAX. You might have known that, though.
Yeah,
How was yours?
it's weird. This seems kind of like we've done this before. I'm not really
It's like
sure
Groundhog Day.
what's going on. PAX East was awesome. If you weren't there, it's your own fault. But we will have the State of the Game, the live panel that we did on Saturday night. It is up in the VOD, or excuse me, I said VOD earlier, and people were just like getting all upset. It's an MP3 file. There's no video. It's only audio. But go check it out. You can find it in the description below. But while I was at PAX all weekend, Starcraft 2 raged on, and we're going to jump straight into the news as it has a lot of news since last Wednesday. Starting off with the Black Dragon League, we had Goody defeating Strelok 2-1. We had Night End. Let me pop open the BDL tab. Get that nice picture of Braddock there. I love that picture of Braddock from the BDL. We had Night End defeating Adver 2-0. And Naniwa taking out Strelok 2-1, who's been doing pretty good for himself lately. But please go support the Black Dragon League. They have a great website. You can always find scores updated there in a timely fashion. And VODs are pretty accessible too. That's one of the best kind of daily cups over, or I guess it's a weekly cup over in Europe right now. But talking about great tournaments, we've got the GCPL now entering the playoffs with semifinals number 1 and number 2 being played this past week. And Patrick, tell me about semifinal number 1 between Fnatic and Liquid.
Almost as big news as the semifinal number 2, but yeah, semifinal number 1, Fnatic actually 3-0'd Liquid, which is not a lot of people were predicting. We had Phoenix 2-1 over TLO, not a huge upset. Kawhi Rice 2-1 Rhett, and TT1 2-1 Jinro. So not something a lot of people were looking we're pasting money on, but GCPL semifinal number 2, even less people would have made money here. The casino would be rolling in it here. Select Dignitas 3-2 over EG, which in and of itself not huge, but Select went down to Axlov 1-2. Idra beat Killer 2-0. Naniwa then turned it around, beat In Control 2-0. Show beat Strife Crow 2-1, and in the ace match, Naniwa 2-1 over Idra. Big news. I mean, GCPL immediately knew it was big news and was like tweeting it and promoting it as the upset of the year. And who can blame them, because this was big. It was awesome.
Yeah, we actually watched that ace match from the Kingston X Kingston Hyper X booth. Sorry for a second there. But it was myself, Scoots, Wheat was there, In Control, obviously. I believe he played from there when he played against Naniwa earlier on Saturday. And he was playing with about 3 seconds of lag there. He was on wireless. But I'm not going to make excuses for the guy. That ace match was pretty exciting stuff. We caught the very end of the games on Shakura's Plateau. Sad to see Idra really hating ZVP right now, but hopefully since he's back in the U.S., he'll have some more time to kind of practice that matchup before some of these big tournaments are going to be coming up here. Just about 3 weeks with MLG kicking off. We have the TSL kicking off. He's going to be playing against Cruncher against that. And then also the NASL is going to get started here very soon. But let's jump to the GSL stuff, as there is quite a bit. We had the GSL Code S finals happening, I think Thursday of last week, or Friday morning maybe. It's been a while since I've been there to watch all those matches, but they went the distance in the Code S finals with Osira taking out Supernova. He lost that first match on Crevasse, but then took two off of Supernova. The next Supernova came back taking 2. Then Osira taking the last 2 on Terminus, and again on Crevasse there. I didn't happen to watch those games. Patrick, did you happen to check them out?
I did, but good God, it's been a long time. I imagine it was good because it went to the 7th. But yeah, I feel bad I can't provide a summary, but it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a lot of StarCraft happening since then, and we're about to go over it. GSL Code S round of 8 kept on going on while you were out and about gallivanting around Boston.
I watched the SC stuff. That was actually an incredible series between those two players. I could not mention enough to go watch those games. Even though it was a 3-1, I'm not sure why I don't have that 4th one strike through on both of these. But that series almost took like 3 hours, I think. Is that correct, Patrick? Do you remember back farther? I know one of those games is like 52 minutes long. It was quite long.
There were some long games. It was definitely a good. The latter end of Code S here has been really really good to watch. I would have to agree with you, recommending that guys go check it out. San, of course, the big undergrowth story of the tournament. People were starting to root for him after Artosis promised to swallow a sword if he even made it out of group play, which of course he did. So Artosis is getting that sword ready. Next up, AnyPro took out the Warcraft 3 hero Lyn to move on, and then the semifinals were just big things happening. MC over San, even for a PvP. I mean, I'm no huge fan of PvP, but MC's just the man. It's hard to not get excited when he's playing. He won 3-1 over San, and even though San was the big underdog of the tournament, MC just has a huge fan base behind him, so no one's too sad or shocked about that. And then July beating AnyPro 3-1, setting up an MC July finals. Oh my god.
That is going to be awesome.
Unbelievable. Man. I mean, ever since the round of, I don't know, 16 or something, this is pretty much what I've been rooting for, either this or MC Nada, and it's happened, and I think it's what everyone's been rooting for. I think MC's the huge favorite, but let's hope for an awesome finals. What happened in the up and down matches?
Well, the up and down matches started last night, and in Group A we had Huck, Inca, and Choya, and from what I heard, it was PvP after PvP after PvP after PvP, but I also heard that Huck made it through to Code S as well as Inca taking him out 2-1 in the first match, but then Huck coming back and defeating Choya 2-1. Didn't happen to catch those matches. Patrick, can you tell me a little bit about them other than the fact that it was PvP, quite a lot of PvP?
There's quite a lot of PvP. Well, Inca beat Huck 2-0 and did it convincingly. Inca was ahead the whole time, but then Huck Choya was actually some really, really interesting games. Dark Templars came out, played a really cool role. Some proxy pylons, which I know sounds standard, but actually it was sort of proxy pylons used in a creative way, like a zealot here, a zealot there, slipping into bases. It was cool. Definitely check out Huck Choya. Group B, I did not happen to catch, but it went exactly as
no one should be surprised by that. I mean, the fact that Nesty and Marine King were even in the up and down matches to begin with was surprising enough. Probably one of the most surprising things, along with some of the other players in there. But I really felt bad for Lenok being put into this group. I mean, Nesty, Marine